Hi everyone, welcome to Vlogmas day 23. In today's video, I'm gonna open up the remaining doors on my e.l.f. Advent, and then we're gonna use those products and get ready together. So I've got quite a few products here actually, probably almost a full face. I think I didn't get a foundation, so I grabbed one out of my collection. I just grabbed this It CC cream. This is in my Shop My Stash, and first of all, I'm loving this. And second of all, I'm getting real close to using it up. And then I did have an e.l.f. concealer in my collection, so I grabbed that. And then I pretty recently bought this e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. I don't know how we're gonna use it or if we're gonna use it, but I thought I would bring it down here anyway, just as an option. So let's open up the remaining doors. So we've got 22, 23, and then the big number 24, which I'm excited for. I'm kind of assuming it's gonna be a palette, like an eyeshadow palette. That door's really stuck. Oh, it's one of the bite-size eyeshadow palettes. So it's that one there. I'm gonna go check before I open this up to see if this is one of the ones that I know I have two of them. So let me just quickly go check. I don't want to open this if I already own it because I'll just pass it on. So no, it's not one of the ones that I own already. I think this is in, oh jeepers, you guys, I can't even read what it says. Look how tiny that writing is. Like, why not make that sticker a little bit bigger? Pulled out my husband's glasses. Oh, look how dirty they are. Okay, even with reading glasses on, you guys, I can't. Is it truffles? I think this is truffles. They look very pretty. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, number 23. I'm trying to think what we're missing. Oh, it's one of the Ride or Die lip balms. I have had these over the years and have actually decluttered them. Oh, this smell lovely. I think mostly for me it was the dispensing method that I didn't care for. Oh, you know what though? If this is just like a clear, well, that does feel very nice. In a clear, I don't mind this as much, right? Because what I found was quite a few of them had quite a strong tint. And, you know, I'm putting it on my lips with my finger. It's getting everywhere. It's all over my hands. And so I didn't really enjoy it. Okay, so let's open big number 24. What do you guys think it is? I think it's an eyeshadow palette is my guess, but maybe it's a face palette. Oh, look at that. Look at this palette. This is the Hot Chocolate Eyes palette, it says. Wow, that's pretty. I've been keeping all my goodies in here. Now, let's prime first. So I did get a sponge one day, and I have already dampened this, and I know I love their sponges. And then for primers, I got the Poreless Putty Primer. I got the Power Grip Primer, which is one of my absolute favorites. And I did get a face cream, a Holy Hydration face cream. So I'm gonna go in, my skin's really dry, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the moisturizer first. Just a little bit, because I do usually use some sort of moisturizing primer. Let's do a little bit of the putty primer, but I own one. So I'm just gonna keep this one aside and pass that on to somebody because I do already have one. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the putty primer, again, not a ton. This is a great product, and you can see I've used quite a bit of it, and I'm gonna use this just in the center of my face. It's very nice, but I will say this, out of all the primers I've tried from e.l.f., this Power Grip one is my favorite, and I'm gonna keep this. I know I'm not gonna pass it on because I am almost out of this one, but I'm not gonna crack into it. I'll use the one I have, because there's almost none in there. So I know lots of people compare this to the Milk Makeup gripping primer. I like this one better, first of all. And what I find this does, so I don't have oily skin, so I don't at all struggle with my makeup staying in place, right? Like I have crazy dry skin. So I'm just gonna take a little bit. But what this really does for me is it smooths out my skin and just makes my makeup, I know I've talked about this in tons of videos, but clearly I love that product. You can see how much I've used. I use it almost every day because it really smooths out my skin and makes it look less crepey, which crepiness is something that I've been struggling with the last little while. It doesn't seem to matter, I mean, just aging, right? Like it doesn't seem to matter how hydrated I get my skin, especially down in this area. I just have crepiness now, right? As my skin has sagged. So it's probably hard for you to see it on camera, and I did do some face filler which helped, but I definitely have some crepiness down in here, and when I use that primer it looks better. What else do we want to use? I also got a Holy Hydration melting balm, so I will keep that and use that this evening. And I also got a pack of these stickers, little diamond stickers. I'm probably going to pass those on to my niece or something. I won't use them. I think that's it for primers. I'm gonna go in with my foundation now. I'll just speed through my foundation and then we can get to the e.l.f. concealer. So again, this is the Your Skin But Better CC cream, and this is, or CC foundation, and this is in the illumination. And this had been in my collection for a long time and I didn't really like it, to be honest. And then I put it in my Shop My Stash because, you know, it's kind of getting up there in age and I really needed to use it up, and I've been loving it, absolutely loving it, and happy to put it on every day. But it's definitely kind of glittery, so just know that it's illuminating in kind of a glittery way. So I'll speed through, but we'll get some foundation on here. Okay, and then for concealer, again, I didn't get this in the Advent. I already had this. This is the Flawless Brightening Concealer, and it's a concealer I've had for quite a while. You click it at the bottom and it's got a little brush tip on top, and it's fine. It's a very light coverage concealer, and it's just not my favorite in my collection, that's all. And so I tend to not really reach for it. But I think if you're looking for a really light amount of coverage, it's a nice one. I used to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, actually, and for a lot of years, it was my favorite, like my absolute favorite concealer. And then, I don't know, probably my under eyes dried out or changed or something as I got older, and I just couldn't use it anymore. Even the hydration version of it, or hydrating version of it, I found super drying. And so I ended up decluttering it out of my collection, but I did have quite a few of those that for years and years, I wore them. Okay, I am just realizing no bronzer. So I'll just go in with some blush, that's fine. This is a putty blush. I was hoping that the blush would be one of their new illuminating ones, but this is just a regular one. So I do have one of these in a different shade. This is not my favorite cream blush formula, although I do think it's nice. It's just, again, not my favorite, but let's put a little of this on. I'm also not sure this shade maybe might be a bit orangey for my preferences. I tend to like more of a mauvey berry type blush. Actually, that looks really nice. I don't mind that at all. I don't have any powder products, so I'm gonna go in a little bit heavier with the blush, just knowing that it will fade a little bit on me as the day wears on. Let's go in with a little bit of this. Now, I didn't get this in the Advent. I actually bought it at the drugstore. And this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And I got mine in light medium. I saw this in the drugstore and I've been keeping my eye out because I missed the boat. It was sold out on the e.l.f. website forever and there was none in the drugstore. And so when I was there, maybe a couple weeks ago now, I turned the corner and there this was sitting there, and this was the lightest shade and I grabbed it. Now I know people have compared this to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, which is probably one of my top 5, top 10 products I've ever used makeup wise of all time. I love it. It's a staple for me and I use it all the time. And now I have used this quite a few times. I've used this as a primer and it's nice. I feel like it doesn't quite give the same glow. So the Hollywood Flawless Filter, and now keep in mind that could be a shade issue because I do have this in a shade that I feel is too dark for me. And this has quite a bit of color to it. Like it's got a pigmented base. Whereas the Hollywood Flawless Filter for me has more of a sheer base and more shimmer to it. So I would say that's the difference with these products for me, is this is more more of a like a glowy foundation product, and the Hollywood Flawless Filter to me is more of a highlighting, illuminating product. So I'm sure there's lots of differing opinions on that, and also I think it probably depends on the shade. Had I bought this in a shade that was lighter, maybe it would be more comparable. I don't know. I couldn't find it, although I do see now on the e.l.f. website, these, last time I looked, these were available in all the shades. They had restocked. But let's use it today as a little bit of a highlighter, because I have done that with it. And again, I do feel like it's a little bit too dark for me for that. But that's not a fault of this product so much as just this was all that was available, right? So that's what I grabbed. So I don't even know if you'll be able to see, but it does give a nice illumination. But when I put it on, you can see it's definitely got some base color to it, whereas I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury product does not for me. Again though, in the shade I have, right? So they're kind of hard to compare when you don't maybe have this in the proper shade. I know people love this product, and it certainly went viral, and you know, people were loving it, and just completely sold out for months. I feel like it was sold out. So, which doesn't always mean it's a good product. I've definitely bought some viral TikTok products where I was like, what? Okay. What else did I get? So I got a brow lift, which is one of my favorite products from e.l.f. and it's a clear gel. I don't know if they call it a gel or a clear pomade, but I own one. So I'm gonna go in with the one I already own. You need such a small amount of this product, and I'm gonna use this brow pencil as well. So this is the Instant Lift Brow Pencil. We'll see if I can even get this spoolie in here. I might not be able to. I might have to go upstairs and grab one, but we'll see. So how I use this is I typically bend and ever so gently tap in there. So I am picking up just the smallest amount of this, but I do love the feathered brow effect that this gives my brows. I'll do one and then you can, like, look at that. Look at that difference. So this is just combed up with the brush, and this is with that lift in it. Like it really works, but again, you have to be a little bit careful and go in with a pretty small amount, because it can very quickly look white and flaky in my brows. You know, I'm just realizing I didn't get a mascara, which is kind of weird, right? Why wouldn't they put a mini mascara in here? This Advent was quite expensive as well. I think regular price it was $125. I did get it at quite a steep discount because I bought it on Black Friday. So I think it was 40 or 45% off. And then I had a bunch of e.l.f. rewards points that I could use for dollars off. I want to say maybe, I'm guessing going off memory, but I think I had like $15 off or something. So it ended up being more affordable. When I look at all the products that are in here, I'm not sure this is worth $125, honestly. Like, there's some good things in here, but that's a lot of money for e.l.f. products. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna go in with the other side and just fill in anywhere that I have some sparseness. I've used these pencils before. It seems to me that these used to be about $2, but I think they are a little more than that now. There. Okay, what else do we have? We do have a bit of a liner. This is the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Eyeliner. Maybe I will tight line a little bit. Maybe I'll do that after shadow, actually. I did get some eyelash curlers, which I don't own, so we'll try that for the first time. And then I also got this glitter liquid eyeshadow, which we'll try, and I got a fluffy brush. So there's this shade here, which looks so pretty. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I really like that. I'm probably just gonna do one shade, but let's see what we've got in here. I've got a very similar shade there. And they might even be the same shade. This one might be a little bit deeper. Okay, let's go in with this shade here. I don't know that they're listed on here. And I'm just gonna pick it up on a fluffy brush. This might be a shade that you need to put on with either a flat brush or just your finger, but let's see how it does on the fluffy brush. Ooh, okay, well, oh, that's actually, let me just try to dampen that down a little bit. That's interesting. On the eyes, it's more icy than I feel like the shift looks on my hand, but I'm not mad at it. I think if I would have put down like a nice, you know, something a little bit warm and brown as a crease color, and then put this over, boy, that's very shimmery, very shimmery. I quite like that. Now, I did get this as well, but I feel like for every day, I am going to the gym. That might be too much for the gym. Sometimes I go to the gym with so much makeup on because I have filmed a video first. And I just always think, I wonder what people think, like why? So I'm not gonna put that on, but I am gonna go in with a little bit of liner. Let me just get in a little bit closer here. It's a little pokey. Like it's not as creamy and soft and smooth as I maybe want it to be. Okay, so I have the Lash It Loud. Now I bought this because I was grabbing mascaras from the drugstore, the 5 least expensive mascaras I could find, and I kind of ranked them and was trying them out. My biggest complaint is the brush. It's that hard plastic, spiky type brush, and I don't love that. Just one coat done. Again, it's fine. It's just not my favorite mascara of all time, right? And this, I do find this brush uncomfortable. Okay, mascara on. Now, I did get a setting mist. So this is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. I don't know if I have ever used this. Usually, I don't need a Stay All Night setting spray. Well, it's a very nice mister. Feels really nice. Yes, I don't think there's any fragrance in there. It says it will up to 16-hour wear for your makeup. I don't, again, tend to need products like this, and I always worry with stuff like this that there's maybe a little alcohol or something in there that, you know, kind of has everything dried out on your face. But I think it gave a nice dewiness to my skin, and it feels really nice. So the last thing that I got in the Advent was a whole bunch of lip products. So I got 2 of these Hydrating Core lip shines. And that's what they look like there. They've got these little hearts in the center. I do already own one, and yeah, these are the same shade. So I will pass this one on. These are quite pretty. I'll open up the one I already own so you can see it. They're super cute. They feel really nice on the lips. Very hydrating. They offer just a little bit of color, not a ton. So you can see there on the lips, it is very similar to the Makeup by Mario balm that I have in, I want to say, Bronze Glow. Like on the lips, I'm not sure you could tell a difference. They do feel a little bit different going on, but once they're on, they look the same. Then I got this lipstick in a pretty bright red color. Well, that is Holiday. That's very pretty. I'm not gonna wear that today to the gym, but it's very pretty. I got a lip scrub. Looks like that. I've had these before. They're very nice. And then I got a couple of lip lacquers. So I got one in like a silvery color. How pretty is that? You probably won't be able to really see it, but I've worn it quite a few times. It's very pretty. It just adds a glisten to the lips. And then I got this other one, which is what I'm gonna put on today. Again, I don't know the shade because my old eyes, even with glasses, cannot read that little sticker. But these are very pretty. This is like a bronzy color, kind of like a rosy bronzy color almost. Feels really nice on my lips. So there we go. There's all the makeup that, oh, you know what? Shoot. I forgot to curl my lashes. Sorry, I totally forgot to use this. Can I use it once I have mascara on? Guys, I'm nervous. Did that do anything? I probably need to do this. Oh, boy, that makes me nervous. I don't think I like that. I don't think it's doing anything right now anyway. So I forgot to use that. Shoot, I don't use an eyelash curler. I never have. So it's not something that I even think to do. So there we go. There's all the products I got in my e.l.f. Advent, everything I think except the foundation, right? So what do you guys think? I think it looks really nice. I have no complaints. I'm happy to have this stuff. I do wish they would have I think they could have put a mascara, and I never want to see repeat products. So, maybe just one of these and one of the core lip shine instead of 2. They could have put a bronzer in here. I guess it's hard sometimes with products like that because, does it work for everybody in all shades? So I could see maybe why they didn't put a bronzer in. It would have been nice if they would have put one of the new formulas for the cream blushes in, because I know they have illuminating ones. But yeah, I like that there was a bit of mix of skincare and makeup. And the eyeshadow palettes. I mean, I think overall it was a good Advent. So I'm just here looking at, I don't have any lights on or anything, so I know this is kind of dark, but I wanted to just quickly say, I went on the e.l.f. website to look up this calendar. It was $124 Canadian on the Canadian site, regular price. And it says it has $124 value. What? That's not how Advent calendars are supposed to work. Anyways, it's on sale right now for $86.80. I would say, I feel like that's still high. I feel like this is a better value at $40 or $50. I'm not sure I would pay $86 for it. Maybe $55, $60, maybe. But yeah, I do see it's on sale right now. Maybe you can even get a bit more off. It says 60% off sale for Beauty Squad members, 30% off sale for non-members. So it might be if you sign up and you're a Beauty Squad member, you can get 60% off that $86. That would be a good deal. That's what I'm talking about. That's where this is at, I think. So I just wanted to pop on here quick and say that on the e.l.f. website, it was $124 full price and it had $124 value. So anyways, again, that's not how Advents are supposed to work. I want to pay $100 and get a $500 value. You know what I mean? Like, that's when I think of a beauty Advent, that's what I want. So anyways, I just wanted to quickly pop on here and let you guys know that. So I'm happy to have these products. I don't know that I needed like 6 more lip products. Honestly, in my collection, I did not. but this was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the daily unboxings during Vlogmas and trying the products on. And I think it looks really nice. Like, I have no complaints about my makeup. I think this eye is really pretty. I could have done a bit more, but you guys know I'm just usually day to day, always, every day, keep it really simple. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, if you would subscribe, that would be amazing. I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.